Hello, and welcome to the latest installment of Tour Tuesdays. I'm Amy Cisneros, our Curator of Collections, and your host today. I'm going to share some background information about our collection of retablos that were hand-formed and painted by Charles Carrillo. Charlie, as he is referred to, is an award-winning santero who received first place and best of show awards at the annual Spanish market, which is held in Santa Fe every July. A santero means one who creates images of saints. Charlie also holds a doctorate from the University of New Mexico in anthropology with a specialty in archaeology. And he considers himself first a teacher, and second, a santero and artist. What makes this set of retablos unique and meaningful for the center are the distinctive border designs Charlie employed. When you look closely, each one is different and each showcases a distinct pottery design element, a type of clay and slip, or both. And these elements are specific to that particular pueblo. So I wanted to focus on a few of the border details. And the first one I'm going to have us look at is the San Jeronimo retablo, who is the patron saint of Taos Pueblo. And it features a micaceous clay painted border. So if you look closely, you'll see the flecks of the mica, and it has that sort of like gritty look to it and feel to it. And it's quite beautiful. And micaceous clay is found, processed, and utilized by northern New Mexico Pueblo potters because that is where it is found in abundance. Micaceous clay is often formed into what are known as bean pots, and the bits of mica in the clay help to create a hard enough surface in the firing process. And then the next one I want to look at is the Santa Clara retablo. And if you look at this one, you'll notice that the border is the stark black, and it echoes the elegant and highly polished black wares made by Santa Clara potters. And centered at the top is a single carved bear paw impression. And it is said that the bear paw is symbolic of a bear that led the Pueblo people to water during a drought. And you'll see a lot of these bear paw impressions in the pottery jars of Margaret Tafoya. And the next one I want us to look at is the retablo for Okeowinge. And Okeowinge was formerly known as San Juan Pueblo, and the Pueblo folks there went back to using their original name that's in their language, Okeowinge, as opposed to the Spanish given name of San Juan Pueblo. Okeowinge is known for their red on tan wares and an older style called patsui incised. The border is red, and then the body is generally has these really kind of geometric incised lines, and you'll see that on the border of this particular retablo. And the patron saint is San Juan Bautista. And another one I want us to look at here is Our Lady of Guadalupe of Zuni. And this retablo depicts the Virgin of Guadalupe wearing traditional Pueblo clothing. So you'll see she's wearing a black manta, a woven sash belt, and calf-length white deerskin wraps over her moccasins. At the bottom of her black manta, you'll see the woven indigo cotton. And also, if you note, her body halo it's made of stylized feathers instead of the usual triangular rays that you see around the Guadalupe. Prior to this set enhancing our current permanent exhibit called We Are of This Place, the retablos were on display in a gallery called the Avanyu Gallery, which was on the ground level where our current museum is, and it no longer is there. So we no longer have an Avanyu Gallery, but some of the pieces were displayed in a large altar screen that was built by our maintenance staff and painted by Isleta Pueblo artists and brothers named Juan and Daryl Lucero. It turned out very beautiful, and so that was a really nice element of that particular exhibit. And I just want to quote really quickly Mr. Ron Solomon from Laguna Pueblo. He is a former director of the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, and here's what he says about Catholicism and Pueblo beliefs. Like many people, physical depictions of saints and other spiritual beings have enabled me to focus on the Creator and his teachings. When I first saw Charlie Carrillo's work, I felt an immediate warmth, a spiritual warmth. Perhaps it is the love that Charlie puts into his work, or perhaps it is the love of God expressed through him. It is our common desire that somehow our Native and Hispanic peoples will recommit to the path of reconciliation and forgiveness. I hope you enjoyed this segment, and when you are able to visit us in person, do be sure to stop in the alcove where the 19 retablos adorn the walls and appreciate the multi-layered meanings and deeply spiritual pool of this devotional art form. Join in next week for our last Tour Tuesday of the year with John Jahadi.